Hello everyone, it's me Angie. I've just come to show you my craft room. So this is just a quick video, or a short video, maybe not that short. So let me just step back. This is me walking through the door, and I shall pan around so that you can see what I'm seeing. Sorry if it's a bit wobbly. I'm not very good at filming, so I'm going to shut the door and show you. This is the main wall when you walk in. So I've got a cupboard. So this is my door. Sorry if it's wobbly. So this door's got all my pretties on it. So what people have sent me, I do swap it around sometimes. I've got cards that have been sent and gifted to me. All my hearts that I did for my hubby 100 subby challenge, they're on here, and a few bits and personal bits from my grandchildren. This up here is a little shelf that I bought from B&M's, and up here is my certificate my daughter bought me, my deed of entitlement, my pussy cats, because I'm passionate about cats, and all my little jars. All got all the bits and pieces. This here is a gift. This one was gifted from Shaz. It's actually a beautiful box with a gorgeous butterfly mirror inside. Butterflies upside down. These are some hearts that were sent for my challenge from, I think it was Karina. So I keep them up there. I keep it shut because I don't want the dust to get it. And then there's little boxes that I've made myself. These are all jars that I'm in the process of covering at the moment. So I just cover them all different ways. Sorry, my voice is a bit croaky tonight. So some jars there. This is some cards that were recently sent to me. This is a gift from, oh, excuse me. This is a gift from Colette Garland, my bestie. And I won it on a challenge, but I love it so much. Even because it was a calendar, I took the calendar off. I still use it. Lots of cards from all different people. There's some from Colette. I think there's one there from Shaz, Jane Marge. There's a few, and lots and lots of hearts everywhere, all over my room. So this here, this is a, oh, what do they call it? Oh, snippet roll, which was made in a challenge from lovely Angela. I can't remember her last name, Hauser, I think. But yeah, it's absolutely stunning, that snippet roll. It goes right the way down to there. Absolutely jam-packed. I love it so much. I've never used anything off of it. I just keep it for show because I love it so much. And then up here is all my bits and pieces from what people have sent me. Got a card, an actual bag there from Colette. This is from Sarah of Country Kreations. This one here I made on a live. There's a little bag there. There's all things from challenges that have been sent to me. This I made myself on, it's all gone discoloured now. These are gloves from Lovely Jeannie Dreamer. I have them on display. This one here is sent from Shaz, who's Crafted Seasons. I love it. I love that. Anything and everything that everybody sends me, I do love. But I just haven't got room to display it all the time. So it's up in a little, they are in little boxes, and I just change it all around from time to time. So on my back door, this is one of my storage hacks. All right, is one of the shoe racks, and in it I put lots and lots of different things. Like mostly in here is there's some punches. That's punches as well. There's all bits and pieces. There's some straws there, some glitter glue, another punch, my heat gun. There's lots of tape, sticky tapes and glues. So this is a brilliant. I mean, I will actually cover this, and there's like rolls of tape, sticky stuff. Down here's another embossing heat gun, some glue, some plastic bags, and then there's just bits and pieces, really. Anything I don't know what to do with, I put in there. So that is one of my storage hacks. Storage hack number 1: get yourself a shoe rack. It doesn't take up any room. It just hangs on the actual the actual door. So panning round, I'll step back a bit so you can see I've got a table here. This table is one of those fold-up tables we've got on its highest, and then I've just put a piece of net curtain around it just to sort of like disguise all the stuff that's chucked underneath it. And then there's my printer, and here is my big shot. There is my basket of, this is my in basket of junk that I don't know what I'm doing with. I've just got to sort through. Behind that is my overlocker. I don't know if you can see the overlocker. The overlocker's there, and on top of it is just a bag that I like that's sent to me by, I think it was Elena. So if you see on the back, this is just some of my punches that I use all the time. The heart, the circle, and some flowers to make. I've got a book here which was gifted to me from my swap from the lovely Janet Carter, which is my diary for this year, my address book and what have we. So, and up here are an assortment of hearts. This one here I made myself. These are all gifts from, that was from Janet Carter. These are all gifts from all my different swaps and from my challenge. So all the hearts are hanging up, you can see. That one's from Janet. I couldn't tell you who these are all by. I know that one's from Shirley Bath, but I mean, if I went back and had a look, I probably could tell you every single one. This is just a china plate that I absolutely love, for no particular reason. I just love it. I found it in a charity shop, and it's actually clay, but the flowers are actually, they're actually moulded and stuck onto it, and I just love it. So that's why I kept it. I've got some stuff that's virtually buried, but I know it's there. This is a lovely tassel that I think Sharon Pritchard made me. Behind here, there is a bag that Sharon made me. There's a beautiful dream catcher from Sarah Shabby Chic Creations. This one was made by lovely Esme. I do keep everything, and as I say, I do alternate stuff so that you can see. So going up, I've got, if I stand back, I've got shelving that's on the wall that's we got from IKEA and is absolutely rammed. The top ones have all got material. That one's material, that one's material, that one's Christmas. Then coming down is all my paper pads, all my 12 by 12s, and then some watercolour pads. In this one, it is all my on top of here. I don't know if I could actually reach up and show you, but that is this here is just, this is just flowers that I'm making at the moment. This is some cotton, some trims in a box, and you might be able to see if I lift it up high enough. All this in here. Oh, let me see if I can show you. With all my paper pads, all the little ones. Oh, I don't know if you can see that very well. So anyway, all my 6x6 paper pads and all my little paper pads are in this box here, and a few odd bits. Here is all my packing. So it's got my all my wrapping and my bags for sending. This one here's got all my dies in, my big dies and my smaller dies, all my big dies basically. And then I've got my cutter, which Colette bought me for Christmas. I've got another cutter, a scoreboard, and a mat for embossing. Coming down up on the top, I've just got odd stuff, all just odd stuff put up there, which I can't, oh, those are just books. On that one there, in that section there are just books on my jewellery making kit there, and that's odds and ends there. So sorry if I'm not doing a very good job of filming it, but anyway, so along here I have a stack of drawers, which Tony bought me for Christmas one year, and in the top one is got, I'll show you, it's got all flowers that have been gifted to me that I do use, and I will be using because I put some on my jars and that. So it's all flowers that people have made me. Look at that beauty, that's a beautiful flower. They all eventually go on my jars. Oh yeah, on top of the cupboard, oh, if I can get this shut. So on top is just all my paper. It's all my paper there, and that's my presentation paper, and then just my copy of paper on the top, and there's a few, that's a project I'm doing at the moment, so I just keep it out. Next one down's got all my paper flowers in. It's all paper flowers in here. Next one down's got all my dies in, all my metal dies, all in here with all my die stuff. It's a bit messy, but I know where everything is, so that's all that matters. This one has just got odd bits of paper flowers and odd bits and pieces. There's a bit of junk on that one. This one's got all my my clay, all my Fimo clay and all that lot in there. Next one down's got all my stamps, all my wooden stamps in that. Next one is material, just odds of material. This one is all my embossing and yeah, just embossing and stuff, all embossing in that one. This one is all glitters. There's a stamp there, I didn't know. That's a Christmas one, that's why I keep it there. The next one is all my my flowers, which, as you can see, I am a hoarder. So it's all got all my flowers in it, my little flowers, and this is all beads in this one. So coming back up, coming around the corner, put this back a minute, just coming around the corner. So sorry, I'm still filming, but I'm just clearing up as I go. So we come around this side of the room. I'll do you a scan. Oh, we haven't done under here, have we? Let's do under here first. So under the neck curtain, there is, under the table, there's a chest of drawers there, and it's got all my wedding dresses and lots of satin and all things like that. This bin here has got all my projects in that I've made in the past, which I can't part with. And under here is, I've got two sewing machines under here. I've got a Singer, and I've got, this one here was my mum's sewing machine, so I can't part with it. Oh, sorry, it's gone all blurry. Hang on. Can't part with that one. So that's my mum's, and I've got a Singer there, and I've got an overlocker there, and here is my other machine. So if we scan round to this side of the room, I'll give you a bird's eye view. I'll try anyway. So this is the other side of my room, and just goes up like that. Absolutely junk, full. So obviously I've had a tidy up today, because when I'm crafting it's not this tidy. I share my room with the freezer, which is good really, because if I need to do any cutting, I've got a mat, I've got an actual green, hang on, let's just focus, doesn't want to focus. I've got a green cutting mat that goes on top of here. So going round, I have my computerized sewing machine. That box there is just my projects, whatever I want. This is a tray I did on a live with Colette. This is just my bling, just a dish of bling. Here is some drawers, and they're all full of bits and pieces. I know where everything is in them. The jars, I've got my paint brushes, my pens, that one's got my buttons in, that one's pens, and that one's bits and pieces. And then we come along to the spice rack, which I altered, and I bought all the little jars to go in it. I can't remember where I got them from now, but the spice rack I got from a charity shop, and I just altered it. And I bought the little jars, but I can't remember where I bought them. I really can't, but it was somewhere local. And then going round, I've got my jar that Colette gave me. She made that for me for Christmas. Then I've got all my pens and pencils in there. Then I've got my computer screen, and there's my camera that I film off of. And over here is another shelving with all my jars and all little boxes that have been gifted by people. Over here are some more hearts, and then you've got another little drawer set which I altered, and then here I've got my little basket that I got from Paula Matthew Fowler. She made me that and sent that to me, and it's absolutely wonderful. I love it. So up on top I've got all my pearls. I've got another box set there which I altered. Then the rest of it goes a bit haywire. I do have here is all my pens for my challenge and pencils that everybody altered in a basket, and I do bring them down because I swap things around. I don't keep it as it is, I swap them around. And here I've got a bunting that I made in my very first year of crafting on YouTube. There I've got several gifts, swap gifts that I've been given. This is I don't know what that's called, an eye of something. My granddaughter bought me it back when she went to Turkey. She said it wards off evil spirits. And then I've got a gift from the lovely Carla. And then this one here has got all my pots with just pens and pencils and pots and stuff like that. So anyway, I know you probably want to see underneath, so I'm going to show you underneath, because this is where it's not quite so good. I have my computer, my tower, and then this is my projects I'm working on at the moment. And there's all my paper that I've printed, and that's all my paper stuff there, and some cards. So it's just projects that I'm working on at the moment, so they're close at home, close to hand. So let's see in my drawers. So this is my drawers, okay. Oh, let's show you this. This stack here is paper. That's got all ephemera in it, and the top one's got material in it. And then this basket here is what Colette made me. Colette made me this basket, which is absolutely beautiful. I'll show you it. Might as well show it off because there's a lot of stuff, Colette's stuff in this room, lots of Colette's crafting. So this basket here is absolutely beautiful. And in it I keep all my best laces. Most of them have been gifted by Colette, to be fair. And so I keep all my best stuff in here. So yeah, so if I want anything nice, special lace or antique trims or whatever, they're all in that basket. But look at this basket, isn't it beautiful? Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I'm in love with it. So I keep everything out so I can see it. It's very inspirational. This is a journal that Colette made me for last Christmas for inspiration. So I use that. I'm using that a lot at the moment to help with making my journals, because it's a very slow process. So in my drawers, so the top drawer, I'll show you it. You might as well see. I'm ashamed to say, yes, I'm a collector of scissors. I have hundreds of pairs of, well, it seems like hundreds of pairs of scissors. This is scissors. These are all my rulers, tear rulers, and all my rulers there, and that's all my scissors. Next drawer is, yeah, I'm a hoarder, is my glues. So I've got all different glues in that one. This one is my sprays and my heat gun, my glue sticks, my glue gun, and my just all bits of glue really. Next one down is all my ribbons, which are here. And the bottom one is all my pearls. So I've got pearls and bling mesh. So I don't buy pearls anymore. I just decided to use what I've got. The top one here, the next set, is envelopes and my books that I reference to all the time. The next one down is more envelopes and cards and my printer cartridges. This one is some more ribbons and some bits of trim. When I'm doing a project, I bring down and put into near to me what I'm using at the moment, because I'm doing a boho. I brought down these trims and that. This is all papers, but I know what it all is. And this one here is all my paints. So it's not very tidy, but this is all my paints. This is all acrylics. I got some a bit of water paints, and then the rest is all acrylics, which I use a lot. So that's the drawers. And then what have I got in here? So in this cupboard is lots of junk. Is all my organza rolls and stuff like that. And then it's just like my basically things that I need straight to hand. That one there, that in there is my scrap bag. Everybody's got a scrap bag. And then this is a set of drawers, and in this drawer is my speaker for my music, my stand for if I'm talking on the phone. These are just plastic bags. And this is just my work baskets. If I'm doing a project, then what I'll do, I'll just get one of these baskets out to put all my bits in, and then I put it back. Next one down is my just bits and pieces of work, really. I've worked on odds and ends. My baby wipes. This in here's got my bookbinding kit. This is my iron, and these are my friction pens. And this is just melt things for the wax melt warmer. So yeah, I just have things close to hand. This is a book that was gifted to me by Janet, which I absolutely love. I won it in I won the her challenge, so she sent me that book. This one here has got all my stamps in and my stencils. And some more stamps there, and just my pads, my ink pads, the ones I use all the time, and my brushes, and then my little I don't know if you can see them, just the ones I use all the time, close to hand. And then this drawer is yet again another one of all those bits, you know, the bits that you're using at the moment. I keep them in bags, and then when I'm using them I bring them there. And the bottom one is basically, it's just my glue, my gesso, and odds and ends that don't really go anywhere. So that is it. At the top there, I do have, that's my ephemera. These are all bits in here. This basket has got all my cottons in, and then over there is my Spectrum Noir pens, as I say, and I've got a few bits of junk there. And at the top I've got a couple of other bits, just things that are precious to me that I keep, and that's about it really. I just keep them out of harm's way. In these boxes there is doilies, and there's flowers, there's a bit of Christmas. There are 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes. These boxes are going to be they're going to be changed to these, because I bought these recently, but obviously because they're so expensive, then you know, once a month I just bought once a month I bought the drawers, then the next month I bought the little cupboards, and then I bought these drawers because I had plastic ones under there, and then eventually these ones here will be, all these baskets, these boxes will be replaced with those units there, but it takes time. So I'm trying to think what else. This is the other side of the room. This is the patio doors, and the last thing to show you really is my Singer sewing machine, which my daughter bought me. It's not a new one, obviously, because there's no such thing, but let's see if I can take the lid off and show you. Go. This is my Singer sewing machine. My daughter bought me it for my birthday a couple of years ago, and the table was a gift from one of my other friends. It was her grandmother's table, and she was getting rid of it, so she said, did I want it? And I said yes, of course, I would love it. And then under here is some boxes with all my that's all my sewing stuff, cottons and needles and stuff like that. And then that one is all cottons as well, so those are just boxes. This is falling down off the wall up there. And the last thing to show you, just put that back, put this back. Sorry if the film is a bit all over the place, but I'm not very good at this. So yeah, there's my Singer sewing machine, which I've got pride of place. And then I have my lace station, and it's basically one of those little rolly things, and it's just got all my laces in it. There's not all my laces, but it's all the ones that, the pretty laces that, it is all my laces actually. What am I talking about? Because I've been getting rid of a load of stuff, and sort of gifting it to my grandchildren so they can do some projects and stuff with it. So yeah, so that's basically what. So that is my room, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you like it. Obviously it doesn't look like this when I'm crafting. It only looks like this when I've had a clear up, because I was doing a film today. So that is one side of my craft room, just here, like that. And then over here is the other side of my craft room. which is like that. So this is my happy place. This is where I love to be. And there's nothing more to say really. Just want to say thank you for taking the time. I'm sorry if it's a bit wobbly. I've done my best with my camera. Well, it's not my camera actually, it's my phone. But I got it on a stick, but I've tried to do my best with it. So this is the best I can do. So thank you all for watching, everybody. Please go over to Colette's channel and join in her challenge, because I got to do the 3 things, haven't I? Yeah, that was the first one. The first one to show you was obviously the shoe rack, because I think that's an excellent idea for a space saver. Definitely the shoe rack. My second one would be my jars. So if you've got jars like this, any sort of jars with all the trinkets in, just like these are all coffee jars. These are all, hang on, these are all coffee jars. You can see Kenko coffee or whatever, and then just, you know, reuse them, recycle them. This is just all full of bling here. Look, there we are. So that would be my second one, and my third one, my handy thing, would be maybe my plastic containers, which are over in the corner here. So get your plastic containers, separate it all off. I got these in the pound shop. You got, I think it was 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it was 4 for £1. And I got them over there on a shelf. I think you can see them over there in the corner. Yeah, and that would be my other tip. It was just, so it's easy. They're visible and they don't take up a lot of space. So yeah, so do your jars, do your little boxes. All the jars that I've got there are all what have come out the kitchen, something we've eaten. Yeah, and I've just basically, I just reuse them. So yeah, that would be my top tip. My top tip would be get yourself a shoe rack to hang on the door, because it doesn't take up a lot of space. My second one would be the jars and tins. These are coffee tins that I've changed. I just blinged them up, covered them in paper and put some flowers on top. Some of that are what other people gifted me, and some of that I've made myself. And then the third one would be these little plastic boxes, because you can have a tower, I don't know, a tower as high as you like. With those little plastic boxes, they're brilliant. So yeah, so that's it, everyone. Thank you all for watching, and this is my entry to Colette's challenge. Please go over to Colette's channel and yeah, and join in, because it's a really good challenge, and she's got some fantastic prizes, so it's worth a go. So I'll speak to you all later, folks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye for now. Bye.